All right. Good evening. This is Luke Thomas Holmquist here at the Earthquake Forecast Center, quakeprediction.com. It is Saturday, July 6th at 7:14 in the evening. Saturday, July 6th, 7:14 p.m. And we have a significant quake coming to San Francisco Bay. Let's take a look at the forecast. First, let's look at what happened. We got a 3.8 earthquake. East of San Francisco Bay. We were expecting it in the San Francisco Bay, but it hit east of San Francisco Bay. And we were expecting significant earthquakes down near the Salton Sea and southeast of San Diego, and those happened as forecasted. We'll look at the maps here now. We were forecasting, we had 92% in the San Francisco Bay, and we had a 92% out in eastern Nevada as well. And the quake, the 3.8 earthquake that I was just telling you about, right there, hit kind of in between those two areas. And we were expecting it in the San Francisco Bay. But if you're looking at the graph, a risk graph peaked at early in the morning on the 6th, and that quake happened exactly at that risk peak. So this forecast model is working extremely well. And then let's take a look at the next forecast maps here. You can see the morning of the 6th to the morning of the 7th. That's where we are right now. And 90% near the Salton Sea, 90% down here south of San Diego. And we had mentioned in our last video possible 4.5 in that area. And if you look at the last video, and we got a 3.8, actually was originally the computers detected it as a 4.0 earthquake. And so we got a 3.8 and a 2.5, and another 2.5 just happened down in that area as well. And that was in this risk area that we talked about in the last video as well. So that's working out really well, forecasting where and when these quakes will happen. And this forecast model is extremely accurate. 20 years of earthquake research here at quakeprediction.com. You can see now from the 6th in the evening to the 7th in the evening, which is centered kind of in the morning of the 7th, is pretty quiet across the area, except for this residual energy down south of San Diego, where we could get some aftershocks down in that area, up 3.0 to 3.5 possible down southeast of San Diego. And the risk is pretty quiet, except for a small area of 80% here near the Los Angeles area on the 7th in the morning to the 8th in the morning. And here on the 7th, Sunday evening, you can see there's quite a bit of risk here down near southeast of the Salton Sea. But the area of concern begins to build tomorrow evening into Monday morning here in the northwest portion of the San Francisco Bay. And then by the morning of the 8th is to the morning of the 9th is when the strong earthquake should hit in the San Francisco Bay. And you can see the highest risk is right here in the northwest portion of the San Francisco Bay, reaching up into Fort Bragg, Ukiah, and down to Santa Rosa, all the way down to Petaluma and San Rafael. The area of all of San Francisco Bay is at risk, but the most likely spot is the northwest portion of the San Francisco Bay, where 4.0 to 5.0 earthquake is likely from the morning of Monday morning through Tuesday morning there in the northwest portion of San Francisco Bay. So that is the warning to look out for. The risk peaks on the morning of the 8th. So between the morning of the 8th and morning of the 9th, looking for a strong earthquake in the San Francisco Bay, most likely the northwest portion of the San Francisco Bay. And then you can see from the 8th, Monday evening into Tuesday evening, the risk is still very high in the San Francisco Bay. So you'll see some aftershocks at that point. And then on the morning of the 9th, Tuesday morning through Wednesday morning, Tuesday the 9th through Wednesday morning, Tuesday through Wednesday morning, we still have very high risk in the San Francisco Bay. And again, the northwest portion of the San Francisco Bay is the highest risk. And we're still getting aftershocks at that point. So this quake could be even more significant. We could get a 5.0 earthquake or larger in the San Francisco Bay. So be prepared and tell your friends and family. This forecast model is working extremely well. And then on the 9th or Tuesday evening into Wednesday evening, the risk begins to decrease in the San Francisco Bay and begins to increase here northwest of Los Angeles near Fraser Park, Bakersfield, up into Parkfield, Coalinga, Avenal, in that area. So once more, looking for a significant earthquake in the San Francisco Bay. The risk begins to build tomorrow evening, Sunday evening, and then most likely to hit possibly a 5.0 earthquake or larger in the northwest portion of the San Francisco Bay, starting at the morning of the 8th to the morning of the 9th, which is Monday morning into Tuesday morning, and then Monday night into Tuesday night, still very high risk, and then Tuesday night or Tuesday morning into Wednesday morning, still very high risk in the San Francisco Bay. Again, over 274,000 followers here at QuakePrediction.com, almost 20 years of earthquake research. Please warn your friends and family that live in San Francisco Bay to be prepared for a strong earthquake, most likely on Monday morning into Tuesday morning, July 8th to the 9th. Thank you so much, and we will talk to you soon. Thank you.